Well, it's about that time, so we might as well go ahead and get it done, because procrastination free, but it don't pay the bills. With that being said, today I just was thinking about some things that I had been working on that I believe I heard it on some podcast, but basically it was like looking at whatever's happened to you is not as something that happened to you, but something that's happening for you. I understood when he said it, like the takeaway. And I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, I mean, that's a good way to look at it. It definitely make going through the situations a little bit easier, or possibly it could. But then when I was applying it, there were times where what I was going through, like, wasn't just like regular suck, like it super sucked. And I was just like, how is this for my good? This is ridiculous. This is not for my good. What is good about this? This is frustrating the crap out of me. I can't figure this out, whatever it is I was working on, and I'm just thinking, how could this possibly be for me, good for me? Okay, I got work to do, the internet's messed up, it's delaying everything. How could this be good for me? I decided to keep saying it anyway, because at the end of the day, say if it really sticks to where I'm not just saying it to encourage myself, but I'm saying it because that's really the mindset, that even when I'm caught in traffic, okay, it's for my good. There could have been an accident already set up down the road for me, and then a delay was caused to make sure that that thing never happened to me. Technical issues, phone issues, computer issues, internet issues, like how could it take you, or it taking you an hour to do something that really only takes you 10-15 minutes if everything was working in order? How could that be for your good? I get it. How could it be? Well, until he tells me something different, the takeaway from that was, at the very least, is teaching patience without having big obstacle tower moments that come in to sweep you off your feet or create a chaotic storm that you don't even know if you'll be able to get through it, right? Because you can get past turning into something a little late or not getting as much done as you expected when you started out your day. Those little things, and not getting angry and not getting frustrated and not throwing anything in those moments, those are sweet ways for your good of teaching you patience, perseverance, putting yourself in an energy where how you feel is not contingent on anything external. If it works out, it's good, and if it don't work out, then it'll work out next time. That is for your good. A mentality like that, that's for your good, right? There's a whole lot of peace in that. Knowing that you are the captain of your ship, and no matter what's going on around you, you cannot be moved unless you decide you want to be moved. Like, you can build up that muscle, you can get that strength, you can have that energy, you can have that power. You can take that power back, whether you gave it away or people robbed you. Now it's time for you to get it back. Get your power back. Get your direction back. Get your ideas back. Get your creativity back. Get your dreams back. Crush the dream killer. DreamKillers? Can't see me. Let your energy be so bright, they blind. They can't even see you anymore. That's the road we're headed on. I hope you want to come. This room is a beautiful thing. Whether you decide to take the journey or not, you've already been through so much pain and heartache, right? What do you really have to lose now? Won't you get something out of all of that? Won't you get something for your trouble? Won't you just not get to the promised land and look over and can't go in after all you feel like you sacrificed? You want to be called a good, right? Good servant. You don't want your good to be spoken evil of. And the longer you stay where you don't belong, around who don't belong around you, being more concerned about what are they going to do if I go? What are they going to do if I'm not around? Are they going to be okay? Let the bury. What I was going to say. Let the dead bury the dead. And if iron strengthens iron, it's just time. And you don't have as much to lose as you think. You have everything to gain. You've lost things and got them back again and again in your lifetime, right? So there's nothing like peace. There's nothing like peace. Set some boundaries and remember, pretty much an indicator of a controlling person that tries to manipulate you and spin everything to be in their direction and take advantage of you not really knowing who you are, who you were called to be, what's inside of you, no matter what you're doing in life, whether you're following everything to the T or you're off just making a mess or whatever is going on still. Gifts come without repentance. So you were always who you were birthed to be. When you put up healthy boundaries and you don't allow other people to violate you, the only people that will have a problem are the people that you don't need in your life. Because anybody that really loved you, they could see you. Anybody that really loved you, you wouldn't even have to put up boundaries regarding that relationship. Think about it. They're not mad because they care so much. No, they just mad because they can't put their finger on it. And they may not ever give you all your accolades or tell you the real truth of what's in their heart. But if you just like take your eyes off them for a minute, put them on you and listen inside and see things for what they really are and not for what your heart hopes it would be. Because when you love, you really love. Like death, dying, unconditional, let's take this and ride it till the wheels fall off no matter what you do to me, love. When you're that person, people love that. They love it. And when your energy draws in so much other energy where eyes are on you, it helps people not keep their eyes on themselves and each other, right? So then you're the object, you become the problem. You're not the problem. And guess what? Even if you were, now that you're putting up your boundaries and you'll let nobody, regardless of the title, regardless of the relationship, regardless if they family or not, it doesn't matter. It's a big capital N-O, no one. And where I get the authority from? The person that created me. So who do I have to ask permission? No damn body, not nobody. And then if I went and I asked, guess what? Don't worry about it. Spirit the one that told me the first place. I checked with him and he said, yeah, do this shit. And so it doesn't even matter what you say. Your opinion doesn't matter. It's none of my business. Your opinion of me is none of my business. Keep it to yourself. Tell it to your friends. Just leave me out of it. I really don't care what you think. That's freedom. You might need to stop running around talking about, I can't wait to give somebody a piece of my mind. Maybe that's why you're not acting very sane, right? You just stop giving away what you really don't have to give in the first place. Maybe life would be better if you would stop giving away a piece of your mind. You need your mind. You need your whole mind. And you need to go back and get the pieces you gave to people too. You need that back, honey. Because you're not thinking straight. Now that little sidebar, that wasn't for you, my loves. That's on this journey. Not my other unicorns. But I have a feeling that somebody else just snuck in and took a look-see, and that's they needed that. That wasn't for you. Now back to you. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna work out. Sometimes all you need is for someone to tell you that it is gonna work out. You can do it. Don't stop. Hang in there. Don't give up. 100 times, but it might be the 101 time. Okay? If you could forgive your brother 70 times 7, you can't give yourself that amount of chances, meaning they don't run out until he say they run out. The most wonderful thing about the Creator is he doesn't care who doesn't like what he loves. He doesn't care. He doesn't have to justify why he loves you. He don't have to justify why you're special. He doesn't have to justify why he blessed you. He doesn't have to justify why he saved you, why he keeps you, why he blesses you, why he's in love with you, while he'll never change his mind about that. They can kick rocks. Let them kick it. Kick a rock. But just don't let them speak into your life anymore. They don't deserve space in your life. In your ear, in your heart, in your spirit. Remember, I think it's Maya Angelou. You may not always remember what somebody said, but you will always remember how they made you feel. Start checking the temperature in the room after you have time with certain people. And see how you feel. Do you feel better? Or do you feel worse? Did you come in energetic, excited, hopeful, getting your zen back, and now you don't know why you just want to go home and take a good nap, and it's like 12 in the afternoon? We in the kindergarten? Yeah. Spiritual vampires. Dreamkillers, catchers, slayers, destroyers, manglers, and then some. They'll kill you if you let them. I was a fool. I was a fool for a long time. So I'm telling you, hopefully you're half my age. So you ain't got to be a fool for a long time. They'll kill you if you let them, and they'll be no better off for it. Even if you gave up your life for them, nothing's going to really change because they're the problem. They don't want to do the work on the inside. They just want to get by and pretend. Don't be a pretender. I'd rather be quiet and figuring shit out on my own than out and want to. Come on now. Go take that somewhere else. Go take that somewhere else. And whatever you do, don't let people tell you how you feel, okay? I've never seen such ridiculousness in my life, I promise you. It's crazy to me. How's everything? Everything is great. Oh, no, everything can't be great. You just lost somebody. Oh, you're in denial. Oh, it's going to hit you. What the hell? How that even sound right? That's like when people say stupid shit when a kid died and they say God need a flower in heaven. Who the hell told you that? Where is that? Please show me a writing where that is. What? Listen, it's not in writing unless you wrote it, and it still don't make it accurate because he don't need no more flowers. He know how to create flowers. He don't got to take children to make them flowers. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard of. People say things just to, when you just shut up. It's some things you can't talk away. It's some pains you can't wish away. It's some hurt you can't sleep away. And when people leave, whether they lived a long life, a short life, a tragic life, somebody's hurting somewhere. Even if it's just their guardian angel that they're dead, because maybe they don't have family that they know of. And there's nothing really you can say to feel that. So how about don't say nothing? How about just be there? Because God is not allowing children to die because he needs flowers in heaven. And the dangerous thing about certain misperceptions is if you believe that, then when it's time for you to go to war, you won't even know that you could fight. You'll think it's God when Satan came to rob you. He came to steal from you. He came to utterly try to trash and destroy you. And you think the baby's dead because God needed a flower in heaven. You ain't even going to send him back to hell where he came from. And then that'll remain generation after generation. He'll just be sneaking in and doing whatever he feel like. And nobody will contest him. No one will be breaking curses. Because they're thinking the curses are God. Yeah, don't let people tell you how you feel. Only you know how you feel. And their opinion of you is not your business. At least I heard that on the Les Brown podcast. It made good sense to me, honey. What I want to know for. It's nothing you can do for me. Ain't nothing you're going to say you're going to do anything for me. I'm pretty sure it's just not. So, how about we don't and say we did? Or we just don't even tell a lie. Just we don't. We didn't. We're not ever gonna. Okay? We're not ever gonna. Don't forget. Let's get us some of these boundaries. And don't be breaking them down. It's going to be tough in the beginning. Or it's going to feel tough. Especially if you really love. Like, you really want to do whatever you can for the people that you love. You bend over backwards. It's going to be tough. But you got to do it. Especially when you can identify in the past, no matter what you've done, the person is pretty much still the same person. A different day, maybe even a different level of BS, but it's still the same kind of BS. Don't give your pearls to swine. Take an inventory. Take a good look. Right? You don't want to work so hard and do the work on the inside and go through the suffering of what it takes to be a hermit or keep to yourself, and then know that you're really hearing what you're hearing and you don't need anybody else's anything. Okay? Don't do all of that and then still stay connected or tied to certain things that are going to stop you from coming out of that season into the side of manifesting what was promised to you. The reward for your work, the peace for your work, the happiness for your work, the fruit of your labor. Because at the end of the day, even though you think it's so difficult and you just don't want to leave people in positions where you feel like they're not doing so great, in the delay, you're willing to take it. For a certain period of time, you will take it because you feel like you're in a better place. Like you just don't want to walk away with them there. It's still not going to work, especially if the spirit said go. No matter how you don't understand it, you cannot get so boggled down about like how that's going to make them feel. Don't get me wrong, it's still a sticky situation. It doesn't feel good, but everything that's necessary doesn't feel good. Everything that's good for you doesn't taste good, right? I'm going to leave you with this thought I just had. And I might not tell this story quite right, but with that being said, there was, I think it was a bird. It was cold. The bird's wing froze. He fell to the ground. I want to say a cow came and you know, did number 2 on a bird, and it warmed up his wings. And then when he warmed up his wings, some other animal came and had got him out of it, right? But ate him. He was a bird, so I think a cat, right? And so, but the moral, I chopped that all up real good. Have some forgiveness and some grace. I'm trying. Okay, we're still doing it afraid. Don't forget. But even if you do, it doesn't matter. I got so much grace for me. I'm still gonna be okay, no matter what. With that being said, the moral of that story, if told right, was supposed to be: everybody that shits on you is not your enemy. And everybody that gets you out of shit is not your friend. Take another look. Put up them boundaries. Don't bring them down. Hold on to your peace. And the people that scream the loudest, the people that get the nastiest, the people that attack you the most, yeah, you'll realize, yeah, they were the #1 robbers, stealers, smugglers, vampires. And now they mad at you. For what? Because you're loving you. You know that's the problem when you start loving you and you put up healthy boundaries and people start flipping on you or attacking you, or they seem to be getting angrier and angrier, like you went and stole their money or something. What? You'll get to the place where then you'll just start giggling. It's hilarious. The things that you will see that were always there that you couldn't see. Give it a chance. I promise you, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then maybe we can talk about it. But until then, don't forget, it's gonna be okay. You can do it. You can do it afraid. You are loved. And you're beyond more than enough. I don't even know the word yet. Maybe we'll have to make up one. That's just how wonderful and unique and special and gifted and chosen and called and anointed you are. Yeah. You have no idea. But it looks real good. It looks so good. Your future, it can be so good. Start taking your life back one day at a time. Start with some healthy boundaries. And the people that detest the most are the ones you probably should stay the furthest away from. I love you. Until then, talk to you later.